Podcast. We're back for another week. I hope you're ready for something good because that's what we got for you.
When don't we have something good? That
Yes.
is who we are and what we bring to the table. Thank you.
Who we are and what we serve. And speaking of serving, yes, we have the holidays this week.
Yeah,
Well, a holiday, right? Because it's holiday season. So I feel like anytime anyone talks about a holiday, it's holidays. It's always plural.
definitely.
It's never just one. We're just talking about them all at one time.
Yeah.
So we do have Thanksgiving this week, which I would say as a typical um or maybe a non-typical, non-traditional type of holiday person. I do personally enjoy Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Um, I do not enjoy the background of it and,
Oh
the
well.
whole, story behind it,
Yeah.
but I enjoy the tradition of getting together and eating good food.
Of course you do. Um,
Yes.
I mean, who doesn't really?
I don't know. I mean, there might be some folks out there, but they tripping if they on that wave because why not? Like, there's nothing like good company and good food. I know for everyone, Thanksgiving isn't necessarily like a happy time. I know some people kind of dread
Right.
having to go hang out with family, just because of whatever drama may come up or just being around that relative with that negative energy. So,
Hmm.
I can't say everyone looks forward to maybe the family gathering part, but I'm pretty sure most of us are on the same page about that food part though. So
Yes.
that I am excited for because, I've kind of cleaned up my diet, so to speak, and I don't eat certain things. I've cut a lot of things out.
Hmm.
So Thanksgiving is a time where I'm kind of like, I don't
Oh,
usually.
okay.
I
You
don't
get rid of it for that.
usually, right? It's kind of like the cheat day for people who
Mhm.
are on diets or, with strict exercising regimens and things like that. It's a cheat day. So for
Gotcha.
me, Thanksgiving is forever a cheat day, regardless of however my diet is.
Well, there you go. That's an exciting time to look forward to then, I guess. Kind of
But
guilt-free indulgences.
what do you have going on for Thanksgiving? What are your plans looking like this year?
So I think we're just going to invite our moms to come over,
Mhm.
and just everybody will bring, like, a little something, I'll cook some stuff, and we'll just have, like, a very small kind of, like, get together, so we'll see how that goes, if it actually goes to plan, but that is my
Mm,
current game plan, so nothing crazy, and because we both have to work the next day, so we're
mhm.
not gonna go anywhere or do anything
Right. Truly
yeah.
exhaust yourselves.
Yeah, so even though, you
That's
know,
true.
dealing with family can be exhausting, but
Just a wee bit, huh?
yeah. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. So we'll see how that goes. What about you?
I'm excited to hear. That sounds nice and intimate, just a something very simple. It's so like classy and adultish.
Yeah, you
There's
think so?
just it's just like, yeah, just a few of us gonna get together and we're gonna sip on some wine and swirl it and just see how it tastes on the palate and enjoy a few dishes.
I don't know.
That's the whole vibe I get from just us and our moms. Like it's just like small and classy. We'll bring out the fine dishes and put on something nice and have a little jazz instrumental on in the background.
Oh gosh. I mean,
That's the setting I'm getting. I know that's not like how it's gonna be, but
yeah.
when I hear that, that's just the setting I put to it, and it just makes me think of a good, chill, sophisticated time. No kids running around, just kind of quiet, and
Gotcha.
that's that.
Yeah, I mean maybe maybe a little bit of that.
She's
Um
like, "Damn, bitch, all the pressure."
Well, no, not even that. I don't know, but just kind of looking to because we've talked in the past, right? Like when certain people are no longer here and stuff, like traditions start to
Hmm.
change and whatever. So we're really trying to find like our new traditions and like what we want that to look like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Um, I can't even remember like what happened last year. That's how.
These years have been crazy, honestly. The past few years, if anyone remembers anything, wow, because it's all felt like a blur, to be
Oh,
honest.
you know what? I'm tripping. We didn't have Thanksgiving last year because we were moving. So
Oh, that's right. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, how did I even forget that? God dog, I was over here like, please don't let her ask me what I did. Let me hear from try to remember.
No. So, yeah, I mean, I guess this will technically be well, not technically because we were here for Thanksgiving, but, like,
Mhm.
everything was just, like, all over the place in a mess, so
Right.
I don't really count it as being one. I do
Mhm.
think my mom came over, but this will be, like, our first, like, real Thanksgiving in this place, so,
Yeah, being
um,
settled in, like a actual Thanksgiving, not just like a, "Hey, we just moved, come on over and join us in our
bring
boxes."
everything, yeah, because we have
Mhm.
nothing.
Right, like, yeah, bring everything, bring the silverware, the dishes, like, everything. Bring a chair.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely.
Or a pillow, we can get real Moroccan in here if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, that this year definitely sounds like it'll be a better holiday for you, so I'm excited to see how it goes and, if there's anything that you would implement or that you would do differently, when we get to hear about how the day went for you, so keep that in mind because 'cause I'm gonna
Oh
ask if I
god.
remember.
Alright, well,
That's the first part.
that I will do. But enough about me and what I'm doing. What are you getting
Mhm.
into?
So we're just doing the same thing we did last year where we split the time between our
Mhm.
families. So not quite sure if we're starting with my family or starting with his. My family's closer though, so it's probably easier to start with my family and then wrap it up with his. But I
Yeah,
guess it kind of depends on who's doing what the earliest,
right.
to really go that route. But yeah, definitely going to my sister's, and
Mm.
I have a few things I have to bring there too. So it's just like, do I bring it like the day before or do I wait till the day of to bring,
Yeah,
because of us not really knowing what we're doing just yet. So,
right.
but I'm not bringing anything important. She gave me like a simple duty, so I'm fine with that. I'm debating on if I want to make a dessert this year or not though.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I have a extra day off.
Okay.
Actually the day this episode drops is my extra day off,
Oh, there you
and
go.
right, so it's just like, do I indulge in some self-care before the holiday or do I indulge in slaving away for the holiday?
Mm. Knowing you, you'll do a little bit of both.
I know, and I can't stand it. I can't. But no, it'll be nice. We definitely, my man and I, we had a conversation around the holiday, and because like he has family out of state, where most of my family's here in state,
Mhm.
and just with future endeavors that we're looking to do, and not really being able to be as close to family next year for the holidays. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to figure out like how we can kind of get a little bit of everyone in,
Yeah.
but not overwhelm ourselves.
Good luck.
So, there was a bit of a disagreement there, but him and I are very civilized people and we're able to, agree to disagree and come to a common ground, which I just so greatly appreciate because even outside of relationships, it's hard to just have
Yeah.
conversations with people like that. So it's
Mhm.
just really nice that we're able to do that. I'm not going to say that's a breeze every time. And yes, I'd be like having internal anger because I don't want to always compromise or like, you know,
Does.
uh like give the right answer because you could really give the wrong answer or response.
Yeah.
So but no, we came to a common ground and decided this is what we'll do, and so I look forward to it just being a good day. It just
Mm.
sucks that it always entails travel.
Yeah.
I just I had my first Christmas a few years ago where I didn't go anywhere, and it
Like,
was like the best thing ever.
I
Like the
bet.
best thing ever. So it's just hard because Thanksgiving, I don't get too worked up about having to travel. It just sucks, but
Mhm.
I also would rather travel than have to do most of the cooking. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
well,
you gotta do the trade-off, right?
compromise, right, exactly. So it's like, yeah, I'll bring something. Yeah, what you want me to bring? Because I know I'm not spending all day cooking. I'm not part. I sound terrible saying this because I was about to say it and I stopped
Oh,
myself. I'm not a part of the cleanup crew. I don't mind helping to clean up, but I don't want to be at
mhm.
home having to clean up after everybody. Like
Yeah,
I'm not in that place right now. I'm not saying I would never down the road, but right now I'm just not interested in that. So
right.
um, but I would love to be able to like have a family Thanksgiving at home where I don't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah, I hear you. I kinda like
That'd
it.
be nice.
You know,
I
it's
believe it.
different.
Yeah, it's a different kind of luxury. So it's just like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's nice. But
Yeah,
I don't expect Thanksgiving to be the same every year anyways. I traditions are nice, like keeping traditions are nice, but sometimes switching it up too is also just as good. So
right.
we'll see how the future goes and how things come along.
Awesome. Well, like you, I'm excited to see how everything kind of, like, works out and how thin you
Mhm.
stretch yourself because, even when I was going places, I only had really one place to go to, so I was
Yeah.
never stretching myself too thin. So you have good luck with that one.
Yeah, thanks, girl. Because story of my life, just I'm always just trying to be there for everyone and be with everyone, right? So we know that's like my
Yeah.
biggest freaking trait to work on in life. But
Yeah.
anyways, enough about that.
Well, I don't know where you're going, but before you go anywhere, because we're talking about Thanksgiving, it is
Okay.
only right for you to tell me what is it that you, Amanda, are grateful for?
Ooh, okay. I like that. Bitch, you done took my shit. I used to ask you this. Okay, I see what you did there. It almost went over my head, but it didn't. I just want to,
Would you stop
it
thinking
almost
I'm
went
trying to
over
put
my
stuff
head.
over your head because that is not always the case.
Whatever. So, what I am most grateful for. Damn, she didn't give me an opportunity to think about
I
this
did not.
beforehand. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna ding 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 play a little background music.
Mm-mm.
What I'm most grateful for this year. I will say I'm most grateful for being able to persevere in the things that I'm doing, even though I am unsure if it's really what I should be doing. But I feel like right now I'm in a place of seeing things through,
Mhm.
even though I would rather like to be doing a few things differently. But the fact that I'm holding on strong and building a plan and working towards a different goal, but still not giving up on what's currently going on. That's what I'm grateful for. That perseverance to continue to push through, also without going insane along the way. But yes, yes, I'm grateful for my perseverance.
Gotcha.
What are you grateful for, Miss Cassie, since I've given you some time to think of your answer?
You would. I was kinda like, "Hmm, maybe I'll get away with this one." And she won't actually ask me.
Yeah, no.
Um, I mean, so I still kind of don't really know because like you, I haven't really put, like, too much thought into this. It's a very, like, on the fly kind of a conversation.
Clearly.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess for me, I would just be really grateful for, um, just kind of like my personal growth and, just, like, all the people and, like, all the love around me because I feel like right now I'm in such a place that, like, I have been, like, waiting so long to kind of be in,
Okay.
if that makes sense, and I'm finally here, and I'm just grateful to be in this moment that, like, 5 years ago, me was kind of just, like, looking and, like, wishing and, like, hoping to be in the place that I am today. So, just being grateful
Mm,
for what I, like, currently have and the growth that, like, I had to go through to be where I am today. So
damn, girl, that was deep. I love that. And it's good to hear that too because, just being your friend and, you know, hearing that you're in a place that you've been wanting to be in, it's
Yeah.
like ah, refreshing. It's really refreshing to hear that as someone
Mhm.
in your support circle, square, whatever shape you want it to be in, but I'm here on your sideline,
Circle.
and just your personal growth and continuing to grow. I love that for you.
Yes, well,
Oh.
thanks.
All right, enough of the sentimental shit. So, because I know Cassie doesn't like it for long, so I just figured I'd just go ahead and wrap it on up.
Oh, appreciate
So,
it. Look at you being thoughtful. Okay, okay.
uh-huh. Mindset talks. All right, being mindful. Anyways, so I wanted to talk to you about two things.
Okay.
And one of them I found very interesting. I just came across it today. So I said, oh, I gotta talk to Cassie about this.
Uh-oh, you're very glowy, so what's going on?
It's not that great, damn, but thank you. So remember the whole Kiki and Usher situation?
Oh, this. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, so you know where I'm going with this. Yes.
Maybe, maybe.
Okay, so here's a little bit of that weekly tea, and I'm calling it weekly tea. It can be old news because y'all know I've gotten away from like the toxic pages on social media that I've talked about
Mhm.
before.
Right.
So
You haven't slipped
I
up on that
be
yet?
haven't slipped up yet. No,
Well, you
no.
had to have, because how do you know all the beef?
I know it from
A third party?
Yeah, I can't remember how I no, like, I was looking at something else, and then it led me to this.
Oh,
So
alright, just you don't have to get into, like, an explanation, just
right, right, we're not gonna get that deep. But for those of you who are not aware, so Kiki Palmer, an actress, right? Actress, singer, she's just, multi-talented. She's a pretty cool chick in the celebrity world, right?
yeah.
And she had a baby about 8 months ago. So she had the situation, right, with Usher where the concert and things were kind of provocative, and then her baby
Mhm,
dad was all on social media, all mad about the business and what was going on with that.
mhm.
So now, from what I've seen, Kiki Palmer has a restraining order against her baby daddy.
That she does.
Against her baby daddy.
Mhm.
And I just find it so interesting. I'm not gonna say it's funny because that's not funny. That's
Right.
kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I find it so interesting because I forgot what I was doing. I was on social media and then I seen Kiki Palmer and then I had said to my man, I was like, yeah, I had seen this post that said, if it isn't proof or something along the lines of look at Kiki Palmer and having baby dad issues. So pretty much
Mm.
saying that like you're fine until you have a baby dad is like what the post was alluding to.
Oh.
Like everything's all in good and dandy until you get a baby daddy, right?
Okay.
And then somehow I came across that she now has a restraining order against him. And I was like, well, goddamn,
Mhm.
she is like the poster child for that statement now. Like truly the poster child for that statement. So apparently
Mm.
she has a restraining order against him and also is filing for sole custody of their baby.
Yeah, no, she was granted full custody.
Granted, oh, my apologies. She
Yeah.
was granted full custody. So, from what I understand, was that months ago, there was a situation with the baby where he seemed to be like kind of rough handling the baby, and she was trying to intervene because she didn't like how rough he was with the baby.
Mm.
I guess he was changing his diaper or something. But either way, he was being rough with the baby, rougher than what mother felt like was best,
Mhm.
and went to intervene. And he got all upset, and they're like having a tug of war type of situation with the baby.
Oh.
But the baby wasn't actually injured, and he, let go of the baby so she can have him.
Mhm.
But then as he was leaving the room, he smacked her up against her head.
Oh, so I didn't hear these details.
So that's one part I heard, right?
Okay.
And then I heard so that was like months ago, and then the most recent thing was him coming into her house uninvited
Mhm.
and upset about some bikini pictures that she had posted and got physical with her.
Oh, well, so I don't know half of those details. I don't know, like, what prompted it or whatever, but I heard that he,
Right.
came in, trespassed, quote, unquote,
Yes.
and, there's actual I don't know if you've seen, like, the screenshot images. Um,
Like him got her on the couch and
y
against the stairs.
yeah, mhm.
Yeah, I seen that. And it's like I don't even know what to say. I was speechless. I was like, "Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
God damn, like, this went left real quick." And I always
Mm.
feel like the person that she's been seen as in the spotlight has never been someone that you would see in a situation like this.
No, yeah, no, definitely not. It's not something you think when you think of Kiki Palmer.
Right. You just see someone who's, like, fun loving and a good time and a lot of laughter. Like, that's
Yeah.
just literally, like, just a goofy, good, down to earth time.
Mhm.
And the fact that she's in a situation with this dude now is like, wow. And now you're like stuck with him because you have a child by him.
Yeah.
So you like really can't shake him. Like you can't fully shake him.
Yeah. No,
That's
it
crazy.
is, it's wild. And I know so, like, when I first heard the story, like, before, like, the proof was out there and, like, all this kinda stuff, and it's like, "Oh, Kiki Palmer is, filing a restraining order and, like, full custody." I was
Mhm.
talking to, my boyfriend about it, and he was like, "Oh, that's what girls do all the time to get custody, is they file, like, these restraining orders, in order to
Mm.
be able to get full custody and whatever." First of all, I thought that was weird because 'cause I'm like, "Don't you have to, like, prove something in
Yeah,
order
some
to
type
get,
of
like,
proof.
a restraining order?" He seems to
Mhm.
think you don't. I still am not too sure about that. Um,
Google? No.
but I was like, "Okay, well, that's, like, kind of interesting," like, a thought that,
Mhm.
like, this is, potentially something that, like, women are doing just because. But then, like, all the proof, came out and or, still, like,
Right.
allegedly and, like, whatever, but, like,
Right.
those pictures are definitely, interesting if you do look at them because I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but, like, I've never been handled like that. I mean, we do, like, play fight and stuff sometimes, but I
Right.
don't think
Right. Of course.
that, like, it ever, like, looks that extreme.
Yeah.
So, I don't
I don't
know.
know.
It is very crazy, and I don't know if I'm, like, wrong for saying this, but, like, I can see because she is very, like, outgoing and very outspoken, I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
like, I can see, like, her maybe saying something, like, off the wall and, like, him, it pushing some of his buttons.
Mhm.
Not to say that any of it is, like, warranted or acceptable or, okay
Right.
in any form or fashion, but I can kind of
Right. Right.
see something like that, like, going down.
Transpiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because I had said to my man, I was like, "So, like, if this all happened in a way where he was not provoked at all,"
Mhm.
I was like, "That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy." And he was like, "But no man should put his hands on a woman at any time." And I'm like, "No, I completely agree." But what I'm saying is that if nothing at all provoked him, like truly provoked him, like if there's nothing that she intentionally did to provoke him,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact that it happened, if it's true, is still crazy.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that's
definitely.
wild. Like it's just like that junk makes no sense. And it always makes me wonder, were there signs there before?
Well, apparently so Kiki's mom has, like, been getting very involved publicly,
Oh
and she's
boy.
even had conversations with Darius Jackson, who's the baby
Mm-hmm.
daddy, with, like, his
Mm-hmm.
brother and stuff like that, and allegedly, his brother made some kind of a comment of, like, "You knew he was like this," or something, or something along the lines that, like
Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised, bitch.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was, like, just I don't know. It was weird.
Wow.
Um
Yeah. There's always something. And I know that becoming a parent can definitely change you and you know, it can like you can get frustrated, you can get pushed to the edge,
Mhm.
like it can definitely make you a different person. But like that shit right there,
Yeah, no, that's a whole whole 'nother level.
that's totally different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, did you give birth and have postpartum? I'm sure dads can have some degree of postpartum, but
Yeah.
bruh,
No, it's
this
interesting.
this dude was crazy prior to. I'm fully convinced.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe so because that stuff doesn't just, like, come out of nowhere, to
Mhm.
us.
To that degree.
Obviously, it's, like, out of nowhere, but, like 'cause, like, even his
Mhm.
comments, right, about, like, the whole, like, Usher thing, like, I don't think that that was, like, anything, like, outlandish. Like, I completely
Mhm.
understood, like, where he was coming from and, like, some of, like, the comments he made or whatever. I don't think they were, like, overly egregious or anything like that. So,
Mhm.
it's just interesting to kind of, like, now see that in, like, a different perspective and being like, "Well, damn, like, did he do something to her back when that happened?" Or,
Right.
like, what? It's like, if he
Exactly.
would just, like,
Because
beat
that
her
was the
up,
end.
like, yeah, you're not gonna not beat her up if you see her out with some other dude, like, in some skimpy outfit, you know
Right.
what I mean? So
It's weird, yeah. It's just crazy because it's just like, damn, like I want to feel bad for her because like of the situation, and I do feel bad for her,
mhm,
but at the same time, it's like, please tell me that there literally was no sign before
yeah,
because like you literally like had a whole kid by this dude, and now you're stuck with someone who's labeled as aggressive and abusive.
right.
So I don't know, but I seen that and I was like,
I know, I saw that too, and I was like, "No way." I was like, "What is happening over there?" And then all
right.
that stuff I'm just like, ugh.
I blame Usher. No I'm playing.
I mean, and you know what? It very well could have stemmed from him too, who knows?
Listen,
Maybe they were all
listen.
rainbows and sunshine before that.
Maybe, but you still can't put your relationship on blast. And, there's certain things that have to be handled behind closed doors.
Mhm.
Obviously, they're being handled behind closed doors. But there's
Yeah.
certain conversations you got to have behind closed doors and not post to the internet because I'm sure there's people that was probably gaslighting him too in his inbox and just
Mhm.
making it even worse. So, ooh, child, I'm gonna pray for them and just hope that things get on better because goddamn.
Yeah, no,
But
it's
anywho,
ugly.
I wanted to continue on to the crazy talk, and
Like,
um there's a show I've been watching, and I just
oh,
needed to talk a little bit about it. I haven't finished it yet, but
okay.
it's just crazy. So there's this show on Netflix calling. Oh my gosh, I cannot even talk. It's just got me wild. It's like escaping my twin flame or something like that, right?
Okay.
And it's like a docu-series, and it's pretty much about this couple, Jeff and Shalia, who are they pretty much own this company
Mhm.
where let me rewind. They pretty much own this cult.
Oh, cult.
Yeah,
Okay.
where they are essentially selling love to people.
Mm.
And by selling love to people, they're telling people that your twin flame is out there. So your twin
It's
flame,
like your
if you
soulmate?
kinda,
Okay.
so twin flame is considered as like a new age type of thing. So your twin flame is someone that so let me reverse. Your soulmate is someone that two separate souls and you connect
Mhm.
very strongly in just an extraordinary way.
Yeah.
A twin flame is where you share a soul between two different bodies. So two people share one soul. So it's like,
How's that possible?
girl, I don't know. It's spiritual stuff. This is just
Oh, okay, so
listen.
this is above my head. Just a
Yeah, yeah.
disclaimer here, y'all. I haven't seen the show. I don't know what she's talking about, and y'all know I'm not the
Yo,
spiritual one here. So,
yo, if any of y'all tuning in have seen or are watching, please tell us because this stuff is wild. So
I'm still just
this
confused.
so this couple is pretty much saying to people that your twin flame is out there. So your other half, the other half of your soul is out there, and you're supposed to be in a relationship with them. Like you are destined to be with
Oh,
them,
so soul.
and that is your forever love.
Mhm.
Right? So that's how it all comes together.
Okay.
That's
We're
what
just
it's
gonna
being
go with
sold
soulmate.
as.
Okay.
Huh?
Said, "Alright, we're just gonna go with soulmate." Continue.
But no, no, because a twin flame is actually toxic compared to a soulmate. A soulmate is
Mhm.
someone who's good for you. Your twin flame is someone you're not actually supposed to be in a relationship with. It's just the other half of you. So just because you supposedly share a soul, they're saying one soul has these certain characteristics. A twin flame, one person carries one part, the other person carries the other part, but they're not people who are meant to actually be together. You're just connected. So it's like two really great friends type of
And we're
thing.
talking, like, romantically.
But they're talking romantically.
Okay,
Yes.
'cause I was gonna say it's kinda like me and you, right? Like, I feel like we are twin flames, but we're not meant to be together.
To an extent. Yes.
You are the
To an
yin to my
extent.
yang.
There's usually like a male and a female side to it, so we don't fully make the
Okay,
cut.
we're getting
But
gender specific now. Okay,
right,
stop
like
before
it's
we
like
go.
it's still like a feminine and masculine. I personally, I mean, I guess I have some masculine kind of traits, but I wouldn't consider myself to be fully masculine.
I mean,
So,
same.
whatever. Right. So maybe we can be. I don't know.
And
But
you're my
what
twin
these
flame.
people are doing is they are making millions, like, I kid you not, millions of dollars
Mhm.
on selling these classes on how to get with your twin flame and how to maintain that relationship. And when I tell you millions, it's to the point where it's like 200 and like $69 for one of their classes a month.
Is this like a reality show, or is this just like
This is a
a
docu series. Like this is
so
real
it's
shit that
happening?
is happening.
Oh. Oh, it happening. Okay.
I don't think I think it's like still going on. I haven't finished the series yet, so
Mhm.
like
Mm.
it's
Are there any
wild. Like
pending
this
court cases? for this.
This has started around, I wanna say it was around, like, 2017-ish that they've really, like, told people, "Oh, follow this guide and, this will help you get to your forever love, to your twin flame, and this is what you need to do to maintain," and they're giving all these classes, and people are joining a Facebook, group, and they have a membership, and, oh, they're recruiting people to start working for them. So the people who are joining
Mhm,
and wanting to find their forever love are now becoming people who are working for them. And then to work for them, you still have to pay for these classes to maintain like being an instructor for the newer people coming in.
sounds
So
like
these people are
Scientology. Sorry.
girl, girl, the amount of money they were making.
I bet.
Like selling love. That's all it was called. It's just selling love.
Mhm,
And they were making mad money. But it was so sad and so sickening where it was like not necessarily considered, but a lot of people in the show called it a cult
mhm.
because they have people leaving their families behind, like completely disconnecting from their family because the leaders are telling them, anyone who doesn't support you in this needs to go. And these people
Hey,
were
listen.
brainwashed,
That's crazy.
like fully brainwashed,
Mhm.
cutting their families off. Like the main characters are like a girl and it's her twin sister that's in there.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
No, just
Your
being like,
twin
"Okay,
sister
bye."
completely cuts off your entire family, including you. Like, bitch, we came together in this world.
Right, you don't just let go of me like that.
Completely brainwashed. Like, so terrible. It was just like unbelievable. Like one woman had went to jail because she was told that her ex was her twin flame. She continued to
Mhm.
message him,
Oh.
and they're like, "Oh no, if he's not responding, that's not enough." So she was at his house because he lived with his friend who was his roommate.
Mm.
So she was sitting there talking to the roommate, and he came home and she's like telling him that you need to be with me and all this stuff, and he got a restraining order against her. Like continue to text. She went to the club one night for her birthday.
Mhm.
According to the show, he happened to be there. She did not know he was gonna be there.
Yeah.
But for the fact that he saw her at the club and called the police, she went to jail.
Oh, well, yeah, if that means he had the
For
restraining order.
and she completely disconnected from her family.
Mhm.
She had nobody's phone number. This bitch was just in jail. So she
Sucks.
sat in there for a month before she actually called her mom.
That's her own fault.
Girl, like, listening to this, like,
You feel
how
bad for those people?
no, not at all.
Okay.
Not at
Just
all.
making sure we're on the same
You
page.
gonna tell me some random little mofo who wants to compare himself to Jesus, literally,
Mm.
is telling you what to do. Like, this little scrawny shit, I could take him if I wanted to. Like, I'll whoop your ass. Like, I'll just beat you to the ground.
Yeah.
Getting brainwashed by him and going to do all this crazy stuff and messing up your own life because you just want to find the love of your life.
Mhm. Yeah, that's wild.
But it's like I'm so baffled by it because I can't believe that it's a real thing. Like I'm literally watching a show with these people who are like they fucked up my life. Like
Mhm.
I let them mess up my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it really is interesting when you watch, like, social experiments take place and, like, just the things that, like, people are so willing to, like, follow or, like, be,
A
um
part of or
yeah, just to, like, feel because like, everyone wants that, like, family feeling, right? So, like, you're gonna
of
go to
course.
things where people are, of like mind and where you feel, comfortable and at peace and,
Mhm.
with people who, like, understand you and stuff. So, it is crazy when you see things like this and you, like, look back and you're like, "Damn, like, there's really that many people out there that, like, thought, like, this was, like, cool," or, whatever the situation
Right.
is. So,
And that part of it is actually sad.
yeah.
Like that part is sad. Do I actually feel bad? No, I don't feel
Yeah.
bad. It's unfortunate, but
Mhm.
I unfortunately can't say I not even unfortunate. I just can't say I feel bad. Like
Right.
And the thing is, the dude was even an asshole to them.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't like he was just like, roses and daisies and super nice and sunflowers and rainbows. Like, no,
Yeah.
he was even an asshole to them.
Hmm.
And they
Still,
still
yeah.
paid him every month, followed his instructions, got restraining orders. One dude, one dude had this lady following him, and he's like, "Bitch, I'm gay. Like, I
Oh.
don't want you." And it's just
Oh
like,
god.
no, pursue him. Tell him you're his one. He don't like women. What
Right.
big.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it's like, yo,
So
it's
crazy.
so crazy to just like see how desperate people can be.
Mm, definitely.
And it's like, damn, just for love. And it's like, to me, it makes more sense as to why I feel like I'm nicer to people than I need to be sometimes, because it's just, you think about like how many people who actually don't have anyone, or how many people who actually have to deal with such negative encounters all day.
Mhm.
Like, one more person can push somebody over the edge, and I'm not necessarily talking about like suicidal stuff, but
No,
just
but yeah.
to be a part of something so ridiculous,
Mhm.
going into debt for something so ridiculous.
Right.
I was just like, what the hell? My man's like, so what can we sell that won't affect people negatively like that, that will actually uplift people,
Yeah. I
that
mean,
we can easily make millions of dollars? Like, when I tell you millions of
I
dollars,
bet. I bet. People will do anything for
I'm
love, and that's, the bottom line.
it's great. Yo, I'm so baffled. So they're
I
pretty
could
much
tell.
trying to, like, I can't say anything but baffled. So they're trying to, pin a case against him,
Mm,
and
that'd be hard.
get, like, this girl is trying to get her sister back. Like,
Mhm.
it's wild, but he's not holding anyone
Like hostage,
hostage. Like,
right.
no one lives with him. All these people live in their own homes. And, like, it's not like anyone lives in the house with him and his wife. It's him
Mhm.
and his wife, at least from what we're able to see,
Right,
right?
right, right.
But it's like they literally have footage, like someone got one of their hard drives. So we're actually looking at footage from their trainings and from their WebEx meetings, or Zoom meetings, whatever that
Mhm.
they were doing at the time. And it's like, it's not made up material. Like, it's literally like live material that someone took and,
Yeah.
gave to Netflix to be able to produce.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was just like, I just had to share it with you because I was like, yo, this shit right here is a hot ass
It
mess.
sounds like it, although I gotta be honest, I'm not too surprised by it.
I think I am, just because I don't typically watch any like docu-series. I don't
Oh.
really watch stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just kind of like, give me I don't really watch TV as much, like, unless it's like kind of like, like Married at First Sight or something kind of fun like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I just watch old stuff that I've probably already seen 1,001 times, because
Mhm.
I'm not really actually watching it at that point. I'm maybe
Right.
listening to
Background
it,
noise,
if
yeah.
that, but I'm just trying to fold some laundry and get other shit done in between. I'm not actually like, watching.
Yeah.
So that's why for me it's just kind of like, yo, what is this? Like, how? And it's like, damn, bro, you better donate some of that money out here in these streets. You see these fucking eggs are like $12 a damn dozen.
No, they
Jesus.
don't care, that's why they do this, right? They want that money, they
No, it's
want
true.
they ain't
It's
charitable
true.
people.
Yeah. It's wild, but yeah, it got to the point where they're selling love. They were selling specific foods to eat
Mm,
to bring in your twin flame. Like, no, you got to eat these specific foods to get, like,
that's weird.
and girl, like, people were doing it, and you can literally see footage of people going from skinny to gaining so much weight. One chick says she gained 70 pounds in like 6 months.
Jesus.
Girl, yo, I was like,
That's wild.
yes.
Yikes. Yeah, people are just
Yeah,
stupid at the end of the day. No offense, but
when I
mhm.
no, listen, hey, we'll use, people are gullible as hell. How about that?
Okay. Alright,
Super
yeah.
gullible.
That's the
Super
It's a
gullible.
more soft terminology, I guess.
Yeah. We'll be gentle with them. People are super gullible. But I just bring this all up to say, for those of you out there tuning in and listening, please, if you're looking for the love of your life, just keep swiping on Tinder or something like that. You really don't need to. if you're looking for the love of your life and you're paying monthly installments,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really the best
Yeah.
idea. Do your research and cover all your bases. Let love come to you naturally, and if it doesn't come, then that means in your next lifetime. Don't go paying $2,600 a year trying to find someone to love you,
No.
because
God, no.
that's wild.
That is wild.
But ooh, craziness. But yeah, girl, that's just what I had for today. I just was tickled by it and fully entertained. So, I had to share with you what's on my mind, because who else would I be if I didn't?
True story. Well, thank you for sharing. Maybe I'll take a look at it. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. But if you're hooked, maybe that means I'll get hooked. So we'll see if I decide to indulge.
Yeah. Let's just say I'll finish it first, and then I'll tell you from there if you should.
Oh, okay.
If you
All
should.
right, that works
All
for
right.
me.
Yeah. I'll check the ending and I'll tell you if it's worth it. I won't ruin it, but I'll just tell you if it's worth it or not.
Okay.
So.
All right, that works.
Yes, yes. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode on up, so that way you guys can go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is that you're doing, and then you'll have to patiently wait until our next episode. But your girls are here. You can always catch us on our social medias: Instagram, Facebook. You could view us on YouTube, and we're on the radios WDJY 99.1 FM on Fridays at 9 a.m. So your girls are kind of everywhere. Hope you're not tired of us yet, because we're going to keep on coming back. But Miss Cassie, do you have any more gems to drop before I wrap this up?
No, I think we covered all of the bases today. And just remember, guys, to be grateful and tell those why you're grateful.
That's right. Happy holidays, and until next time.
Bye, guys.